Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Mary, Creating with Mary, and I'm glad you're able to join me on today's episode. So last month I shared about the harvest of my yam that I planted in bags, in sacks, 2 of them. The yield that I expected was quite different from what I got. The yield was quite disappointing and I was not happy about that. I was not happy about the yield given the amount of time and effort I put into those plants and the garden generally. We have a tendency as humans to go into a state of depression, sadness, feel very hurt when things don't go as we have hoped or expected. Have you ever been in that kind of situation where they have been assured of a contract or a deal only to be informed later that sorry, the contract or the deal is not going to go through? Have you ever had a situation like that where you flunked an examination that you prepared so well for? Or have you had experience with a relationship that you've kept for quite a while that had to come to an end? How do you feel? Have you ever had such situation? If you do have similar experience, type in the comment section. Same here. All humans generally we will have experiences like this in our life at one point or the other, where things do not go the way we had hoped they go or expected they will be. So today I'm going to be sharing 5 practices that have helped me to deal with disappointment in my own life. If you are new to this channel, Creating with Mary, is all about growth, healing, transformation and positive change. All that has to do with self-development and positivity. So if you're looking for anything in that area and you've come to the right place, click the subscribe button down below this video and turn on the notification bell so that you receive a message anytime a new video is uploaded to my channel. You're welcome. There's a tribe here and we are all about improving ourselves. We want to grow into the best version of ourselves. So the very first one would be that you should acknowledge however you feel in the moment when you got the news or when you experienced that harvest like I experienced, or when you saw the examination results. Acknowledge, how do I feel right now? I don't feel happy. Acknowledge how you feel in that moment. Don't push it away. Don't try to use a brave face to push things under the carpet. Our emotions need us to interact with them, to acknowledge them. They're like babies. They want to be acknowledged. Okay, the baby comes crying. Oh, mommy, look at my. You want to acknowledge. Oh, I'm sorry. You want to acknowledge before the baby feels good enough to go playing again, and it won't be a problem in the child's life. But when we push things under the carpet, especially our feelings and our emotions, they become a problem much later because they will want to rear their heads again. But once you acknowledge how you feel about that situation, that disappointment or the failure in the moment, and however how long it takes to feel comfortable with moving forward, because you are going to be having to practice these 6 steps in order. Acknowledge that this is how I feel. I don't feel happy about this yield after all the effort I've put in. And the second practice is, you are not a disappointment, you are not a failure. You have to remind yourself that that event doesn't define who you are really. Remember, I shared in this video about self-worth. Our self-worth is not hinged on any of the things external to us. It's not hinged on the assets we have, on our academic results. It's not hinged on the relationship status. It's not hinged on any of those things that are external to us. Our self-worth remains intact, whatever the external things are going on in our lives. So we must remind ourselves. We have a duty to ourselves to remind ourselves, which is where I also shared about affirmations. Affirmations are a reminder. Sometimes we forget who we are. Affirmations remind you who you are. So regardless of the event that has caused that sadness or the displeasure, you remind yourself, I am enough. I am beautiful. I am worthy. The third thing then will be learn from the disappointment, learn from the failure. You should ask yourself these two questions: what can I learn from this experience that has just happened? And what can I do differently next time? As it regards my yam in bags, I've already started documenting what I think are the reason why there was a poor yield, so that the next time I attempt it again, I'm going to implement some of those lessons that I have put down, so that I will not experience the same yield it caused me to be disappointed. The fourth thing to do is to make sure that your spirit is not dampened by that singular event. You should look for events within your life that are positive. Show gratitude for them. So one event shouldn't ruin all the other positive events. So that failure or that disappointment, it may not be one, maybe two disappointments, maybe three failures, but you should consciously and intentionally look for the positive outcomes in your life and show gratitude for them. If you look at the playlist, affirmations and self-development, you will find some of these topics in there. The fifth thing to do will be to move forward again. You don't want to stay stagnant. You don't want to stay in that place, in that position for too long. You want to start moving forward, even though it may be just one step away. So you want to move forward again. You want to have an action plan so that you don't have that unfavorable outcome that you had previously. You want to change outcome the next time. So you have to have a plan in place and then take action to start implementing your plan towards having a separate outcome the next time. So those are the 5 things to do to deal with disappointment and failures in our life. So I hope you find this video useful. If you do, kindly click the like button and leave a comment in the comment section. If you've not yet subscribed, click the subscribe button down below this video. I thank you for coming by here, and I'll see you again soon.